Hello and welcome back to Delta Analysis video. Today is Delta Amoonguss, which goes in Dark type. Defensively a pretty good typing because you're only weak to Fairy, but offensively it's okay, it's fine, it's usable. Your stabs are both resisted by Dark types, which is not as good as you would rather not be resisted by Dark, but it's fine. You'll be fine. Looking at the stats, it has 114 HP, 70 defense and 80 spread, which is pretty solid. Like the HP is massive in comparison with most other Pokemon, so you really can't complain too much. You're gonna be pretty fat, but you won't be able to tank every hit, obviously. 85 offense, which is surprisingly are Amoonguss' second highest. Stats are both at 85, which is solid for a mostly support Pokemon, as you will see. So you can't complain too much about that. And 30 speed is good for being bad, because in Trick Room it's kind of up. So yeah, looking at its abilities, which are both very good, it gets Prankster and Intimidate. Prankster gives your status moves +1 to their priority, and Intimidate lowers the attack of opposing Pokemon on switch in or on switch in. So yeah, that's very good. Prankster, which one is better? It really depends on the situation. Sometimes you want your status moves to have the priority, and generally speaking, I do think that might be a little bit better. But Intimidate is also insanely good to tank physical attackers better, and like just be a better physical check. But it really depends on the situation which one is better. I think both of them are very good, but having to choose between either of them, it's hard. It can be really hard. So yeah, some utility moves. Keep in mind Prankster. So it gets Tailwind, Trick Room, and Tailwind and Trick Room to like modify speed levels, like what the turn order, I guess. Tailwind to boost your team speed for a few turns. Trick Room to reverse the speed order for a few turns. Taunt to prevent things from using status moves, very good, especially with Prankster. Taunt is really good. Pain Spray for recovery, although your HP is massive, so keep in mind you probably have more max HP than your opponent does. So if you're like 40% and your opponent is at 60%, I don't know what I'm hearing. And some beep. If your opponent is 60%, you probably won't heal that much, because your 40% is a lot more than your opponent's 40%, and yeah, you might just lose HP on that exchange. So keep in mind your HP is massive, so you won't gain that much HP. Trick can mess up your opponent's items, force them to have an item. Will-O-Wisp burns, turn away, paralyzes, knockoff, removes his opponent's items, very good. And Shadow Sneak for priority could also always be useful. I don't really have a second set other than this one. So yeah, it's mainly a support Pokemon. Ability depends on the situation. You could really run either and it would work well. But like, if you look at this move pool and see Prankster, you're like, yes, please. Will-O-Wisp, very good for burning. Foul Play, Knockoff, Dark Stab, always good to have, both good moves. Foul Play doesn't rely on your attack, which is generally what most tanks would prefer, because they don't want to invest into attack. And Knockoff to remove items from Pokemon. Pain Spray for recovery, although you can run another move over Pain Spray because you do have that massive HP stat that you don't really want to like share with the opponent, I guess. Taunt, incredibly good move. But like the thing is with Delta Amoonguss, it has you see the entire list. You have a long list of viable Pokemon, viable moves, I mean, and just any combination of 4 could work. Well, not really any combination, but like there is no set best option. Like Tailwind is good for speed control, Trick Room is good for speed control, Thunder Wave, speed control, Nightshade, consistent damage, Poltergeist, your strongest stab move, Destiny Bond, Prankster Destiny Bond is very, very annoying to deal with. Infestation, traps opponents, chips opponents, New Moon Rain and Sets Weather with Prankster is very good. Skitter Smack deals with Dark types because, let's be honest, Dark types are very annoying, this thing to deal with, because they're immune to Prankster moves, and you don't hit them like even neutrally. You just don't hit them that well. So yeah, Skitter Smack could be useful for dark types. You do have a viable attack stat, so like you don't really have to worry too much about that. But yeah, Skitter Smack could be good. And Icy Wind always good. Like ice coverage is good and slowing down is good. So I do think that what maybe the best set is like Will-O-Wisp, Knockoff, Taunt, and like Poltergeist. But like maybe like it really depends on the situation. Like if you can get like a surprise kill with like Poltergeist, like a really like this thing can even run like Horn Claws, Poltergeist. I was supposed to pull up the move pool. Let me do that really quickly. But it gets like Horn Claws, so you could run Horn Claws with like Poltergeist, Trick Room. Like there are definitely a lot of options with this thing, and with 85 attack being okay, like you could do some things. Amoonguss Delta. Does it get any more cool status moves? Let's see. Category status. Get the Sable. Sable could be cool. Light Screen. Don't really get reflected. You get Light Screen. Rest, I guess. Kind of cool. Substitute. Rest Sleep Talk gives like priority on literally everything. Kind of cool. Toxic. More status. Amnesia, I guess, could be usable to attract, block. Although I prefer Infestation over block. Captivate, Confide, Endure. Wait, that's already priority. Fake Tears, Imprison, Mean Look, although Infestation. Psych Up. Roleplay, anything, Skill Swap, Snatch. Oh, Snatch already priority and it got good, I think. But Spy, Torment, like the Screech. There are definitely options. Like it could be like some dumb set that runs like Infestation, Screech, or like Block, Screech, Poltergeist, and like Destiny Bomb does last move. So that like try to go like 2 for 1. Which is like the goal of this thing is generally speaking to just go 2 for 1, if at all possible. That's why Destiny Bomb is a very good move on this thing. Offensively, like you don't really get much special coverage. You get Dark Balls, Energy Ball. Okay, you get Icy, that's fair. You get Hex, Psychic. That's more than I thought. You get Thunderbolt too. What? This could get Bolt Beam? What the hell? Why does this thing get Bolt Beam? That's actually viable. Like offensively, it's okay. Like Home Class Poltergeist is also kind of cool. Poltergeist isn't 100% accurate; it's only 90% accurate, so that you can modify that. Then Headbutt, get Gyro Ball, I guess. Gyro Ball is kind of cool because you are very slow, so that could be viable. Skitter Smack, as I mentioned, for the dark types. You get Brine. Brine is a cool move. Burning Jealousy. Anything fancy? You get like Phantom Force in darkness, but Poltergeist is still just stronger, so why would you run Phantom Force over Poltergeist? Yeah, that Snarl is kind of cool. You can run Snarl. But yeah, basically it just runs support and is really annoying to deal with. And yeah, that's really the deal with Delta Amoonguss. It just sits there, be annoying, and you don't want to deal with it basically at all. And it just is annoying with Prankster and Intimidate. I do think Prankster is the best ability in listing, because priority Will-O-Wisp, priority Thunderwave, priority Tailwind, priority Destiny Bomb, priority Taunt, priority Rest Sleep Talk if you want to run that, priority Weather, priority everything you could possibly want to be annoying with priority is so much better than just like Intimidate is really good, but Prankster is even more good in my opinion on this thing specifically. But yeah, that's basically the gist with Delta Amoonguss. Very good support Pokemon, but very annoying to deal with. Next up, I think I have no idea what the hell is next. Is it like it might be like Chandelure, to be honest. I have no idea. Let's check. Amoonguss. Next up is Chandelure. Chandelure is actually broken. So if you want to see me talk about a broken Pokemon, whenever I'm currently updating, like putting a lot of time into updating the client to like finally being done with it during the Christmas break, but I'll see when I have time to not actually work my ass off on that. But yeah, see y'all then. Goodbye.